guys, it's Caleb here with White Metal Games. Got a couple quick updates for you. It is December the 12th, and it is about 10:30 at night. Been doing a couple things here in the studio, so I thought I'd show you what we were working on and give you some quick shows. So let's go right into it. So first off, I've been doing a lot of terrain recently. This time of year, it's not uncommon to pick up some spare electronics from stuff like Cyber Monday or Christmas. And inside of all of those packages, you get this really nice thick packing material, which is this sort of foam, which to the untrained eye looks just like material, but if you take it and you break it up, you've got some very, very quick, easy, decent terrain. So I like to take that, and because I usually don't keep this for very long, maybe a year or so, I usually like to base it on something very inexpensive like cardboard. This is actually the box that this thing came in. It was a TV. So we take the box, we cut it up with our handy-dandy cutting tools, and we glue it down with some liquid nail. I actually went ahead and made this too. This is going to end up being a giant cannon for one of them. We're going to build some sort of doomsday cannon for a big apocalypse game. Every year we do a big APOC game, so I wanted to build some fun terrain for it. We have some bigger pieces over here. This is some of the bigger pieces. This is going to be like a base of some sort. We're going to put some ladders and doors on the side, maybe some weapons. Here's a couple really big pieces. So what I'm thinking is we're going to have like a big old destroyed abandoned factory. And that's going to have some ruined wall sections and some big gate sections and some big tower sections. So look for more of that soon. The nice thing about this is that I won't spend a whole lot of time working on it. I'll spend less than about a weekend's worth of work on it total. Maybe about 20 hours. It'll be good for several big games, and then I can either sell it, get rid of it, donate it to a local store. For more permanent terrain, I like to use the hardboard, which is what I'm doing over here, is I'm carving out some new terrain for that. And as you can see, what we do is we cut it down, then we sand it down, and then we mount material to it to create our final base terrain. So we're working on a bunch of that right now. The other thing we've got right now that cooking is this. This is a Ku'gath conversion, or the Plague Father, as he's more aptly known in the Demon Codex. So when I saw the new Chaos War Shrine, I really liked the basic model, and I really wanted to utilize it. I've always been a fan of Ku'gath, and I love the idea of sort of a mobile laboratory. So this is kind of what I came up with. Now, Ku'gath himself has not been glued down, and the cool thing about this model is it was almost made entirely from the basic War Shrine kit and the addition of one pack of Nurglings. So the entire model, you can get the materials for about $80 or $90, give or take, depending on where you shop. Ku'gath himself, what I did was I took the big fat mutant from the back of the train, and what I did was I cut off his spare third leg. If you look over there, I built up his buttocks a little bit, and I replaced his arms with, I needed two matching arms, so I used spawn arms. This is a Demon Prince head. And I used some gray stuff to create some extra jowls in there. And then for the laboratory, it's basically just the real basic model. What I did with that was I added on more Nurglings, I added on some arcane formulae, some tables, got a Nurgle bell over here, some pewter candles, some books. In the pit, where normally the icon goes, I put this bubbling cauldron, and if you look real close, you'll see a Nurgling there on the back. It looks like he's belching into it. And then, of course, here on the bottom, we've got tons and tons of Nurglings that are holding the Palanquin up. And then, for sake of ease, I did not glue Ku'gath into place. That way, for painting purposes, he's easy to paint. And so that fits all nice onto a nice chariot base, which I like quite a bit. This is not the first Ku'gath I've ever done. I've done Ku'gath before, but the last one was huge, and this one is a lot better appropriate in scale. Even though this Ku'gath is not huge, he's more in line with like the old 3rd edition Demon Princes. He's not really in line with the new Demon Princes. He still works fine as a monstrous creature. He could easily fit on a 60 mil, and I like him because he fits on that thing very, very well. So the cool thing about that conversion is you can pretty much do it for less than $100. Even just digging through your bits box, all you really need is the Nurglings and the War Shrine. You get all your basics there. Just pick up something like a Demon Prince head and a few other basics like some spawn arms, and you can really do it for a reasonable price. We do have it up for sale right now, and we can certainly duplicate it for the client that's interested. But the one we have up right now is for sale on eBay. And that's about it, I guess, for right now. So be sure to check out our other video. We just put up a Christmas video with a Space Marine. Space Marine wraps the Christmas present. We had access to some really cool armor, which actually we have partially hanging up here right now in the studio. We purchased the armor from Spiky Bits, and that's the shoulder pads and 2 of the leg pieces, which you'll see in the video. We've got some plans for it, but I don't want to quite get into it right now, so we're just going to leave it as is, and we'll explain a little bit more of it after the first of the year. So until then, enjoy the holiday festivities if you don't hear from me, and happy wargaming, and take care. Bye-bye. Put your minis where your mouth is. Bye-bye.